Okay. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition. Morning Scone, presented by Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com. Um, I am trying something new today. Um, You've watched Morning Scone for a long time. You know that the show originated as a YouTube show where I would record the show and then upload it to YouTube, 10 minutes or so. Moved it to Facebook and moved it to a Facebook Live. My intention has always been to stream it on multiple platforms at once, and my hope was to do it from one source, like to have a software that would allow me to stream one feed to multiple platforms, like we did for Whiskey and Wine. And that has become cumbersome and proven very challenging for me. Not giving up on it, but I'm trying today. I have my Surface where I'm broadcasting on Facebook, and an old phone where I'm live on my YouTube channel. So give me some feedback if you want this on YouTube. Well, I want it on YouTube. But I know many of you do want it on YouTube and you prefer Mark Allen. I like the YouTube version better. Thank you, Mark Allen. Appreciate that. And Mark, the reality is YouTube is a better video platform. It's built for video, right? I mean, it's what it's built for. By the way, is what you're seeing, Mark, backwards? I would hope you're seeing it front facing, but I think you're seeing it backwards. Let me see. Oh no, good. It's front facing. Good. Anyway, Cajun Marine, that would be Trivia Carter, who has migrated. Look at Spurge over there. Great to have you on YouTube. Brown Bear 765. It's normal. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, y'all. I am still trying in earnest to get the setup that will allow me to do one stream to both. So that's my goal. It's my intention. All that jazz. So in the meantime, y'all give me feedback. Be patient with me, and we'll get it rolling. So, all right, let's see. Let me know what y'all got. Please like the page, share the post. I haven't even done that yet. I was explaining how we were jumping off here. So, all right, like the page, share the post. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Like, I literally need everybody, if you're watching on YouTube, to hit the like button. That's just something that absolutely has to happen. The only way that YouTube will show it to people is if you are liking the videos that I do. So please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I very, very much appreciate that. Like, I need 100% of the people who watch this on YouTube to hit the like button. And on Facebook, please like, page, share, post, all that stuff too. Okay, we'll say some good mornings. Boom, we are shared. All right. Kelly Presley, good morning. Brandon English, sitting here without power, y'all. That weather last night was gnarly. There is no doubt about that. Woke me up around 5 a.m. But thankfully, we didn't lose power. We lost power over the weekend, which sucked. That Friday night storm was awful. Let's see. Jason Mobile, good morning. So trivia, are you on Facebook or YouTube? Where are you watching trivia? I know Trivia's been the guy who's been pushing forever. There's 7 people. Yes, there's 7 people watching and 7 people, like 8 people watching. Whoever just jumped aboard, I need you to hit the like button. 9 people, I need you to hit the like button. Please. It's the only way that we're down to 8. Damn. Came on, I was asking for something. 8 for 8. Thank you, Cajun Marine Trivia. I appreciate that. All right. Julio Mendez, Stephen Miller. Good morning, Breezy Bro. Henry Gordon Bennett. Morning, Matt. Curious about Bill Self's lifetime contract. If Kansas ever wanted to terminate him, how would that buyout go? That's a great question, and I obviously don't have the contract in front of me, but typically, let me see what the verbiage they put in Bill Self's deal. I think it's just a continuous rolling deal, and it's more so verbiage just to. It's honestly more so verbiage for recruiting purposes, and the reason is, think of it this way. So Kansas is in the midst of this, NCAA deal. They were part of the whole NCAA FBI investigation. They've actually been hit with level 1 violations. So if other schools are negatively recruiting Kansas, that's sort of their administration's way of saying, "Don't worry, Bill Self ain't going nowhere. Whatever other coaches are telling you, don't sweat it because he's our guy and he's not going anywhere." That's basically what that is. It's kind of like, do you remember when coach in waiting was a thing? Do you remember like whenever when football programs were lining up their next football coach? They called it the coach in waiting. It was in no way binding, and a lot of those people left, and it was just something to say we have a plan to tie that coach to the school for recruiting purposes. If you had an older coach like Bobby Bowden at Florida State with Jimbo, if you remember, that's all it was. Kyle Perez, are we able to get notifications on YouTube? You are. If you go to YouTube and you jump up on the Matt Moscona YouTube channel and you hit the bell, that's the notification button. So it'll notify you whenever we go live. And YouTube is a better platform. There's no question. The reason we've done Facebook all these years is because, and look, I'll just a really quick catch up. Intended it for be a YouTube show, not live. I would record 10 minutes, upload it. And then very quickly, Darren, at the time with Boudreaux's, the Bloody Mary and Margarita mix, said, "Can I sponsor that?" I was like, "Sure." Well, I needed to get him an audience. We were brand new on YouTube. I had no audience yet. I had an audience already on Facebook, so I moved it to Facebook and started doing it live because I had a bigger audience there, so I could convert for the sponsor better. I mean, if you could spend money, I got to deliver. So that's why I moved to Facebook. And the idea was always to be on Facebook and YouTube, really on any platform. I'd love to be on Instagram Live. I'd love to be on Twitch. I'd love to be on any of them. But I just got to figure that out. I've been working through that. So that's that. But yes, you can get notifications. Richie Burt, seeing it correctly. Enjoy the Facebook better in the morning, though I like AFR on YouTube. Very cool. Thank you, Richie. Appreciate that. Yeah, like candidly, I have the YouTube chat open during AFR. I don't spend a lot of time with it just because the nature of the conversation is similar to what it was with the huddle. And I don't do the show for the 10 people in the YouTube chat during AFR. Candidly, I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's just my concern is more for the masses listening who aren't in the YouTube chat, who aren't tweeting the show or whatever. It's great. I love the interaction. I want that. But the show isn't designed for that audience specifically and only, which I think is kind of one of the differences. Brady Bolin, not sure if you care, but a Baton Rouge native is doing really well in the CrossFit world. His name is Brandon Luckett. He's an alum of Calicut. Brady, I'm curious. So, Wes Metter is a longtime listener, and Wes sent me an email, I think on Sunday. He and another guy, it might be who you're talking about, went to like American Ninja Warrior, and they filmed. They got to be on the show. I have no idea how they did. They obviously couldn't disclose, but he told me, he was like, if you want to do something on the show, whenever, I was like, yeah, hey, look, whenever it airs, that'd be fantastic. I'll do that for sure. So, yeah, man. Cliff Nelson, morning Scone, took the money line Orlando, plus 320, made up for the Rockets. The Rockets lost. Man, the Rockets were down 20 at half. They made it a game. They ended up losing by 8, but yeah. No go on the Rockets. So your boy is 4-1 now in his return to a Scone Cold Lead Pipe Locks. Chris Keller, good morning. Stephen Miller, looks like the last band is leaving Baton Rouge now. Maybe we'll get tonight's game in. That's awesome. I haven't looked at the forecast yet, but LSU and South Carolina game 1 tonight. Definitely excited about that. There we are. Boom. Here we go. Right there's my YouTube comments right there. There we go. Scott McClendon, Morning Scone from YouTube now. What's up, Scott McClendon? Good morning. Tad Page, Carl the Cat, what's up? Appreciate y'all watching over there on YouTube. If you've not done so yet, please hit that like button. I need all the like buttons. Need the likes, need the likes, need the likes. So yeah, man, I'm excited about this game tonight. This is, I know I mentioned it a couple times, but if you just look statistically, tonight's game is LSU's best opportunity to win one. I'm not saying it's the only opportunity. I'm just saying this is, if you were to look statistically on the odds based on game 1, game 2, game 3, which is the most likely that LSU wins, it's game 1. South Carolina is 1-3 in game 1s. Thomas Farr gets the ball for South Carolina tonight. He's a junior righty. He is a power pitcher. He's got 61 strikeouts and 44 innings pitched, but he's walked 22. This is one of those games where if you are LSU offensively, these hitters have got to be patient. They've just got to be patient, and work counts, because if you do, you can drive up his pitch count, you can get him out of the game early, you can dip into the bullpen, which will weaken them throughout the weekend. So Marceau needs to go out there, shove tonight. He's got a 1.89 ERA, 55 strikeouts. Like, so by comparison, in 44 innings, Farr has 22 walks. Marceau in 47 innings has 47 walks. Has 47 has 11 walks. So Marceau in more innings has half as many walks as the guy that's going tonight for South Carolina. So, man, hitters need to be patient. They'll have a great opportunity to win this game tonight. Brent Torres, what's up, man? On YouTube, appreciate you watching. Stephen Miller, much smoother video and sound. Okay, trivia got me sold. Dude, it's just, I mean, YouTube is a video platform. It's set up as a video platform. So Tad Page prefer YouTube, so thanks, you got it, man. It's always been the goal to come back to YouTube. It's just like I got it set up on a old phone via the YouTube app, offset here to the side, so it's not going to look as good, but we're going to work on it. But what I need from y'all, look, 14 people watching, 16 likes. I need everyone watching on YouTube. Please, please, the most important thing you can do is hit the like button. It's literally the most important thing you could do for me. Kyle Perez, what should I be searching, not showing for me? It's the Matt Moscona page. We're probably misspelling my name. Mattmoscona. Brent Torres looks clear, sounds good. But that's my page, and you'll see that we're live when you search my name on YouTube. And you know what I should do also? Is I should share this via Twitter, which I'm going to do right now on YouTube. All right, let's see. All right, I just tweeted the YouTube link. Let's see if we get a little pop there. Anyway, boom. All right, let's see. Aaron Fontaine, morning, Scone and fellow Scone heads on the road to Lake Chuck from North Carolina. Leave it like a helicopter. Will be so good to be back in the boot for a few days. All right, Aaron, welcome back, man. Safe travels, dude, all the way from North Carolina to Lake Charles. What you got, about an 18-hour drive there? 16, 18-hour drive, something like that? I remember when we were kids, we did a family vacation a couple of years up in North Carolina, like the Greensboro area. I seem to remember that being like a 16-hour drive-ish. We're up to 19 people watching on YouTube. Wait, hang on. Drew's backpack's beeping. Don't move. You'll stay. Please. Thank you. So funny, man. That little dude. When we let him sleep, dude, he's still out. I got to get him up for school. Not too keen on. I went to 22 people. All right, if you're new on YouTube, do me a solid. Please hit the like. Literally the most important thing that you could do. I got, yes, 20 for 20. I love it. Thank you so much. Okay. I was saying when we were kids, we vacationed in North Carolina, and we would make that drive from Baton Rouge to Greensboro. I want to say it was like a 16-hour drive. Those are some good times. I remember those family vacations. As always, both YouTube and Facebook. Shout out to Brock and Hudco. Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. And of course, Hudco is Hudco Roofing. Venture I'm very pleased to be participating in with my buddies Ryan Terrio, Richard Tilley. Awesome people, man. And obviously with all the bad weather and the hail and everything that came through the Baton Rouge area on Wednesday, we are pretty full up on calls right now. So, but y'all, please, if you had hail at your house, free roof inspection. I mean, it should, no one should ever charge you for a roof inspection, by the way, ever. So we'll come out, do the roof inspection, and hey, look, if you got damage, we'll help you file your claim with your insurance company, check your wind hail deductible, and that's that. So get you a new roof if it warrants. So, but it starts by going to hudcoroofing.com, hudcoroofing.com. Go to the contact tab up at the top, fill out a little info, and you'll get in our system. We'll be in touch. Nicholas Cantrell, good morning. Stephen Miller, odd stat in MLB. The Red Sox are the first team ever to lose their first 3 games and win 9 in a row. Stephen, shut up. Stephen, I'm going to block you from Facebook. So I'm going to do. I'm going to block you on Facebook. I know you're watching on YouTube now, so. Blah. Baseball's a funny game, man. I do love it, though. And Yankees lost last night. Not the start I had envisioned for the Bronx Bombers. Not the start I had envisioned. Let's see, Mark, if the Saints do sign free agent quarterback Nick Mullins as an insurance policy for Winston, I'm okay with that. Mark, you're Mark, I know you're a Southern Miss guy. I think we've established that over the years. You've told us that. And look, Mullins is a guy who has started in the NFL, and if that's the backup, okay, I will be interested to see if the Saints, because the Saints are going to have a third quarterback, right? I mean, it's not just going to be Jameis and Taysom. They're going to have a third quarterback because you want Taysom in his slash role, and in order to do that, you've got to have a backup quarterback on a given game week in case if something happens to Jameis, you've got your backup quarterback then go in, and Taysom, who's game planned in his slash role all week, can stay in that role. So they're going to have another quarterback. I'm just curious if it's going to be, an inexpensive veteran like a Nick Mullins, like Trevor Siemian, who's on the roster right now, who people forget about. But Siemian, they signed him late last year, and he's still there. Or do they draft a quarterback? They draft a quarterback, and that becomes the guy. God, found it. It was after how to make a scone. Yes, we are not making scones here. This is just morning scone. We appreciate you being there. Let's see. YouTube. Spurge, glad to get the notification. Missed the show since dumpling. Facebook. Dumpling. Appreciate you being there as always, Spurge. Jason Mobby, I went to the Astros game last night. Lang pitched. Bregman was out. heard he has COVID. I don't know about Bregman and COVID. I don't know, but I did. By the way, Alex Lang today on AFR. I was chatting with him last night. So Lang pitched for Detroit. They swept the Astros in Houston. So pretty nice comeback there for AJ Hinch back in the place where he won a World Series. But so Lang pitched 3 up, 3 down, a couple of punchies. I've been trying to get him on the show earlier this week, but anyway, so we messaged last night. He's going to come on today. They flew like after the game last night in Houston. The Tigers flew to Oakland, so they got there late night, early morning. And so he and I are actually. So then he's got to go to the ballpark, but he and I are going to record the interview around 2 Central. So then I'll play it. I don't know if I'm going to play it in hour, because it might be in hour 2, but I don't know if I'll play it in hour 1 or hour 3. Let me know what y'all prefer, if you have a preference, if you want to hear it in hour 1 or hour 3. Where are we? Carl the Cat, YouTube, it's about time. Thank you, Carl the Cat. Scott McClendon, also this is much easier to find older posts that I've missed from before. This is much clearer, no Wi-Fi, freeze on the screen, YouTube, where have you been all my life? I mean, yes, I'll say it again. YouTube is obviously a much better video platform. 27 people watching. By the way, to the 7 people watching right now who have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. We got 20 likes and 27 people watching on YouTube. It is just absolutely imperative that that you hit the like. It's how YouTube knows to show this video to other people. So please, 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 if you're watching, hit the like button. That's like literally my one ask. Just please hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Kelly Gross, good morning. Alex Robleski, thoughts on new transfer rules, news on Eric Gilbert. So I saw Shay Dixon was on Colada Show and said that if Gilbert is in school next year, he thinks it'll be at LSU. Now, Shay obviously is married to Emily Dixon, who works in the football office. So he has pretty good insights there. Even connections before Emily worked in the football office. That would be phenomenal if it happens. I can't tell you I know that. As I've said all along, I do not know. I've had no conversation with Gilbert, anyone in his family, anyone close to him. The one thing I know is why he left LSU, and for that reason, why I would be surprised if he were back at LSU. So, but if he is, that would be awesome. I mean, they were ready to build the offense around him whenever Terrace Marshall opted out, and yeah, man, be great if he's back. Mark, who's the new transfer from Missouri for the basketball team? Xavier Pinson. Xavier Pinson played in 90 games for Missouri over 3 years, averaged 11 2 years ago, 13 this past season. He can play the point, gives you some veteran option at point with Jalen Cook, obviously, coming back, and then Eric Gaines, who played a lot late this year as well. So gives you an option, man, for sure. Mark, will LSU football get 45,000 at the spring game? No chance. Like, LSU may say that, but I will say no chance. LSU typically does inflate those numbers. I think even in really special years with beautiful weather and all that jazz, 20,000 for a spring game was a good number. That's probably, I think, what they'll get. Can the Pelicans make the playoffs at the 10 spot? Yeah. Last night was a bummer, losing at home to the Knicks, but they'd won 3 in a row. Can they get to the 10 seed? Absolutely, they can get to the 10 seed. And I will actually project, you get 17 games to go and you're a game behind. Actually, I don't know if Golden State played last night. Let me check. 27 people watching on YouTube, 25 likes. 2 of y'all are watching right now have not hit the like button. Thank you to the other one who just did. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Get the standings here. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I just didn't see Golden State played last night, so I'm trying to get the standings. So the Pels are now 2 games in the loss column behind Golden State. So they did not. So Golden State's 27-28. Pels are 25-30. So Pels 2 games in the loss column behind Golden State. So you got to make up 2 games. And they actually slip behind San Antonio now too. But I'll go ahead and say they do. I'll say with 17 games to go, they'll make up those 2 games. Miles Brenner and Max Johnson. Listen, I'll tell you this, Mark. For the sake of LSU this season, you better hope it's Max Johnson. I mean, I think we've all seen enough of these guys to know Max has a little something different. And I think you better hope that he wins that job. Karen Baker, good morning. Hey, Dad, good morning. Nick Mullins started 18 games for the 49ers. Yeah, no, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you, Mark. I'm familiar with Nick Mullins, and I'm good with him as a backup option. Anybody that started games in the NFL as your number 3 option, yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, when you think about some of the backups that Sean Payton's had, normally he would go with more veteran guys, like when he had Mark Brunell or when he had Josh McCown hanging around for all those years. Was Josh or Luke? Was Josh McCown or Luke McCown? Why am I confusing those two? Luke McCown. Luke McCown. Luke McCown. Yeah. Josh was the one who played for the Bills for a minute. And the Panthers. But yeah, I'm for it. I'm very much for it. You know, even the year they had Garrett Grayson. Remember Garrett Grayson when they drafted Garrett Grayson? They kept 3 quarterbacks on the roster. Bo Christopher, good morning. Scott Greenbaum, taking my daughter to the LSU game tonight. Her first baseball game. She's so excited. Hope the weather doesn't cause the game to get canceled. Alden Cartwright. All right. What's up, Cartwright? Hope you're doing well, man. Been a hot minute. Let's see. Forecast for today. Drizzling. It looks clear for the rest of the day. That's awesome. Until the overnight hours. Looks like we'll get rain again in the overnight hours. 90% chance of rain Friday and then 40% chance Saturday. So the chance of rain Saturday's dipped a little bit, which is good. But it looks like we're going to clear after this. So Steven said earlier that final band's coming through. So that's great news. Richard, man, you've been killing us with this. I know why Gilbert left but can't say it line you've been saying for months now. I get why you can't say it, but the curiosity level's out the roof. Well, Richard, I mean, I'll clarify. The reason that I'm not comfortable breaking that news is because it's very personal in nature for Gilbert, and it has nothing to do with anything related to football or school. And I don't think that's my place at all to discuss. And the only reason, so some may say, well, some have said, well, why would you say anything at all? And the reason is because there is a lot of very bad information being put out there about Gilbert and about why he supposedly left, etc. And I have a problem with that. I have a problem with people on Twitter and on other social platforms either flatly making things up or speaking half-truths out of ignorance and I have a problem with that, which is why I'm willing to say it's not that. Yeah, Eric Gilbert didn't leave LSU as some because he was smoking synthetic marijuana. I'm not going to tell you he wasn't smoking synthetic marijuana, but I'm telling you that's not why he left LSU. Okay, let's see who we got over here. We got over here Brent Torres. When is Barstool Mincy coming on the show? On Morning Scone or on AFR? I guess I really try to be respectful, man. You know, Mintz, and I like Mintz a lot, man. And I'm pumped for him. What a really cool story. Um, I I just try to be respectful of the fact that like he was an OTB guy, and then Ott had him on his show, and it's like he's their guy. I mean, and look, I love him. I would have him on in a heartbeat. Love the guy. I would love to do something, with him. But I also understand, I don't want to, overstep. So that's all. But we keep in touch. We text and message, and I'm pumped for him. I just, I'll tell you this professionally in media, and anytime I ever go talk to a class or anything like that, I'll tell students this, or anytime anybody asks me, there are generally two types of people in media. There are people who see everybody as competition and they will step on your face to climb over you. And there are people who realize that wherever they are professionally, they had help getting there, and they're willing to pay it forward however they can. And I believe that I'm the latter, not the former. I'm always willing to help, however, in whatever degree I can. Um, and um, and I believe that life is abundant and everybody can have success. Nobody's success comes at somebody else's expense. We can all do well. So, like, for Men's to get that opportunity, like, I'm not, like, honestly, I'm not a Barstool fan. I don't dislike Barstool. I've just never been a fan. Like, I've never listened to their podcast or watched any of their stuff. Like, I'm not familiar. Like, I mean, I know what it is, um, sort of, but it's just not my thing. But that's an amazing opportunity. I mean, the guy just posts a video on Twitter of him celebrating an Ole Miss win, and then all of a sudden he's talking to Dave Portnoy, and he's hired at Barstool. It's just a great story, man. Pumped for him. By the way, if you're watching, there are 29 people watching on YouTube and 26 have liked. So if you're watching on YouTube and you have not hit the like button, please do. Great point by Cliff Nelson. You may have to, if you can't find the like button, the little thumbs up, you may have to X out of the chat for a second to see the like button. Hit the like, then come back to the chat. Here we go. Lenny needs to stay on Facebook where he belongs. Steven, who wins the weekend series? Tennessee, Vandy, Ole Miss State. Give me Vandy, of course, and then I will take Ole Miss in that Ole Miss Mississippi State series. Let's see. I think Ole Miss just a little better offensively, Steven. I think obviously they've got two frontline arms at Ole Miss, and I think offensively they're a little bit better than Mississippi State. So give me the Rebs. Who wins in a cage match, Lenny, Trivia, or Kirk? Oh, that's a great question. Now, it would definitely not be Lenny. That's 100% fact, because Trivia is a Marine, Kirk is an Army guy, and I love Lenny to death. I've known Lenny a long time. I mean, he was our across the street neighbor, lives in the neighborhood, but like I've known, like Lenny is married to Lee Moss, and Lee and my sister were like great friends in high school. So I've known Lenny's wife Lee since she was 14 years old. Well, it was Lee Salvand is her maiden name, but Moss now. But anyway, so I've known them forever. But like, and if Lenny were standing here, I think he would probably tell you that I don't think Lenny would have much of a chance in a cage fight against a Marine or an Army guy. it would not go well. So I'd say let Trivia and Kirk fight it out. And you know what? I know Kirk's a young guy. I don't know how old Trivia is, so I'm kind of curious. Like, does the younger guy maybe have a little bit of an edge in that one? I don't know. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Cliff, I win the cage match because I went to Gallagher. I'll take it. Um, Trim, me and Kirk would team up against Lenny. Yeah. Okay, and then it wouldn't take both of you, but then who would be the last man standing? Sort of is the question. Scott Sparks, Andre Hyatt to the transfer portal hurt, especially losing the Big Four. Scott, I'm gonna tell you why that's happening. Will Wade's not done bringing players in via the portal. So if Andre Hyatt is out, it's because he needs the scholarship. So you have to wait for the other shoe to drop with that. It's not just Andre Hyatt's leaving. It's keep in mind somebody else is coming in. Last night I had some crazy lightning. He did. Nicholas Cantrell, will it ever come out what happened to Gilbert on why he left LSU? Sure, probably. I have no doubt it will, yes, actually. It might not be till he goes to the NFL, but yes, it absolutely will. Scott Sparks, I drove through the same weather in Hammond this morning around 3 a.m. Yeah, the lightning was bad. I think it was about 5 a.m. where it broke up here. Brian and Andy Pitton, good morning. So a lot of our Facebookers have moved over to YouTube. Good morning from Florence, South Carolina, headed to Miami. Wow, that's a trek, man. Y'all be safe on the road. Let's see, he is on the Jordy show. Oh, Mintz is on Jordy's show now. Cliff, I win the cage match. I went to Catholic High. Marine always wins. Brent, got my 5-year reunion this summer. So, Brent, you're a Catholic High guy as well. All right. There you go. Catholic High. All right, let's hop back over. I'm trying to toggle between Facebook, YouTube to get to my comments here. Let's see. Luann Vaccaro, you are such a good person. Well, thank you, Luann. I mean, I try to be. I'm sure. I think we're all flawed, but I do try to pay it forward, and I do try to keep perspective, which is life ain't about work and business, although that is important. Life's about family, and that little dude right there is what is most important to me and Erica. Richard, 2 biggest mysteries in Baton Rouge are why Gilbert left and why Jordy left OTB. Is that a mystery, Richard? I mean, I don't think that's a mystery. Anyway. Okay, y'all. First run on YouTube. I think it went really well. So shout out to all of you watching on YouTube. Much appreciated. If you're a Facebooker who went over, so I've got 29 on Facebook. We've got 29 on Facebook and 19 watching live on YouTube. So I am, I'll monitor. I mean, y'all let me know if we want to pop over to start the transition from Facebook to YouTube. I'll do that. Ideally, I would love to do both. The appeal of YouTube is that, of course, you don't need an account. Anybody can watch YouTube. And the quality's better. The tough part is I've got such an audience already built up on Facebook. So anyway, y'all let me know. Give me some feedback, please. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm guessing you prefer this, but please just leave some comments. Give me some feedback. I'd appreciate it. Same with you on Facebook. If you do watch on Facebook and you want to give it a try on YouTube, leave me some comments and let me know, what you think. I'd appreciate it greatly. So, okay, y'all. That's gonna wrap it up for us. Y'all have an awesome day. And Locked on LSU coming up today, and then also AFR at 3. Until then, see y'all.